We've been to Singapore, Dubai, the Canary Islands.
We've done quite regularly Lisbon.
Might have been to Ibiza.
I think Madrid, Nice, certainly Paris.
We flew over Newfoundland to Canada. I think it was Toronto.
Tenerife, somewhere in Egypt.
We've done a few destinations in Africa, and there's been some disagreement about where we've been. Might have been the Congo.
Karachi.
We might have gone down as far as South Africa, but not entirely sure.
Hong Kong, somewhere in the Philippines or Indonesia.
New York.
I think somewhere in China. A number of locations around the Caspian and the Black Sea.
New Orleans.
Detroit, Los Angeles, and possibly Boston. That's probably about it, because I mean most of the flight, and this one today where we're not really sure where we're going.
We live about 8 miles out from central London, and Heathrow is just a bit further west, about 2 more miles. When I come in here and I put my shoes on in the morning, I'll watch the news and I'll watch the box at the same time, see what's more interesting.
Sometimes the flights are coming into Heathrow and they'll shoot from one to the other, and sometimes they're leaving Heathrow. Also, sometimes it apparently flies forward and at other times it flies backwards.
We're directly under the flight path, mainly of the plane's landing.
Just there. I think. Yes, we're there. In that road there, opposite this road here. So the planes line up pretty much through here and follow this through in to the airport.
Turn your back for a minute, you're in another country.
Yeah. Know the Great Lakes. Yes, this is Florida. So it was somewhere on the west coast of America.
Now is that Sardinia?
That's Sardinia and Corsica.
And those are the Balearics over there, then that would be Tunis.
It's probably Tunis. Can't tell.
Where's it gone? You see that bay where
Yeah, but
Carthage is?
you didn't see Sicily at all, so it suggests it's a bit further round.
So you've got Boston there, and that's Long Island, and that's New York.
Ooh. This is definitely desert. Goodness me.
I think it's beautiful, actually. It's like a piece of art in the corner of the room, in all honesty, the way it looks and the way it performs.
I think it's, to some extent, it's been designed to use as much technology as is available. It's been designed because they can.
It's a conversation piece, there's no denying that. I mean, it does create an awareness of the amount of travel that takes place and the amount of journeys that are happening very close to us. And sometimes, I look up wistfully and wish I was on one of these planes going somewhere or having been somewhere.
I think it's a mixture of two things. It's a mixture of, exploring the earth, a mixture of technology and how we react to that.
There is almost a realism in that you feel that you are doing the journey as opposed to seeing it. Now, maybe that's an engagement that they would hope you would have with it, but maybe it's just because I'm a bit of an anorak when it comes to journeys and travel.
Because there's been increasingly a debate on how much we travel, particularly this year, because we're all aware of global warming and emissions and so on. It has made me think, here we have a piece of extraordinary technology that, in a sense, encourages you to fly, and maybe we shouldn't.
a bit like my ability to imagine myself in places through reading about them. This is, I suppose, a small excursion like that without leaving the comfort of your front room.
Whether I would like to have it all the time, probably not. If it was a smaller box and could sit on a cupboard, or if it was a flat screen, it would just be lovely. You could have an atlas next to it, but probably wouldn't want to live with it all the time. Couldn't keep up this level of sort of interest, I suppose, and it does rather, you feel you've got to be looking at it. If in the evening you want to read a book or watch television, and then suddenly a plane takes off and you're away on a journey, it seems churlish not to be looking at it. That's Cyprus. So we're now Damascus, or somewhere, Jordan, Israel. Oh, Baghdad, Tigris, didn't see a river. I don't know how far across we've gone. Actually, we have flown to India on this thing.